Hello and welcome to the Alternative Commentary Collective Agenda podcast for the first time in 2022.
The Agenda, an alternative commentary collective podcast.
Wow, g'day there. Happy New Year. Salutations to yourself, Matt Heath and James McOnie. So good to see you again. I missed you.
2022. Who would have thought it, eh? Who would have thunk it would ever get to 2022? We made it.
I only just made it. Let's be fair. I had a horrible end to the year. It was almost like a comparison is the Shorten Street end of year cliffhanger.
Ah, yeah,
that's
right.
what it was. You were there, Matt.
Yeah.
It was a Friday, December the 17th. It's known now as the night of the 17th.
Yeah.
Where I woke up with a cut above my eye, a broken rib, and a heavily bruised left hip.
Oh.
No recollection of how it happened.
And no info to fill in the details.
So wait a second. You and I did a radio show on New Year's Eve.
Yes. I was nursing a broken rib.
You were? Have you fessed up about the broken rib?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So you had...
I'll tell you what, I've had a couple of broken ribs in my time. One time, P. Diggs from Shapeshifter broke my ribs.
Yeah.
And boy, it's a long way back.
Yeah,
it's a long way back.
It's a 6-week recovery.
Yeah, you can't get a cast or anything.
I'm week 4 in. Yeah, and it's like every now and then. I tell you what was the worst is sneezing. Just a sneeze. Yeah, that's the worst. And a sneeze comes out of nowhere too. So you're like,
getting comfy in bed's not easy.
Lifting children and then pretending like you haven't got one.
Because otherwise you'll have to bring up the 17th.
Yeah, the night of the 17th. Yeah, the cut above the eye too was a hard one to explain, and the getting yelled at. It was good, but I made it.
Yeah, anyway, it's a new year. It's a new year, 2022. We're going to be much better. Everything's going to be better. We're going to be better people. Yep. We're going to achieve all our dreams are going to come true in 2022. It's not going to be like all those other years that have been shitters. This is the one.
No.
The one for the agenda.
Omicron's coming. Anyway.
Oh, don't worry about Omicron. We're going to take that bitch down.
Omicron's
When's the next
coming.
ad? Like, can't keep take COVID? Oh, you're back. Well, we'll smash you in the head this time.
That's why I say we should change up the marketing for the COVID. I've talked to Matt about it. It's like run it straight. Run it straight, Omi. Run it straight, Omi.
Yes. Yeah, run it straight.
You. Yeah. Just like bring it on.
Yeah, that's right. We've been subbing ourselves off.
Yeah.
We're subbing the whole team.
It's time to point people out. I don't know about you, James McOnie, when I used to play rugby in the Waikato. I always used to get it goes, no, I'm not a pointer. I always used to get pointed at. It goes, I got big nose like this, and I just get, and then they'd all point at you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I was like, it's a just dignified pointed nose. Thank you very much.
You haven't got a particularly big nose.
Well, they tried to pick up on other things. Obviously, I was perfect everywhere else. So. But
anyway, it doesn't work with the sledging if you take real offence before the actual harm has come. It's like, I got fat guts. I beg your pardon. I'm big boned. Thank you very much. And genetically, it doesn't matter what I do with my diet. I train just as much as the rest of these guys. And I'm fat guts.
It's my metabolism, okay?
Yeah, it's not the same. You don't understand me. And the ref's going, can we actually just put the ball into the scrum here? What are you guys doing out there?
So, point him out. I got you, COVID. Yeah. You're mine.
Yeah.
And I'll waste you.
Bring it on.
I need some water. You keep talking.
Right,
I want some of that sweet Omicron in my system.
Well, let's do it. You want? Yeah. I want it too. Give it to me.
I want it.
I want it. Bend over and give it to me.
I want it bad.
Hard.
God,
I don't want it bad. I want it hard.
Yeah, I want it hard.
Hard and fast. Right in
Come
me.
at me. Straight up the gut.
Come at me.
Let's go.
Come at me.
Come at me.
Come at me. Come on.
I've been waiting for it.
Straight into the COVID chat.
I mean, I wanted the first, and then I wanted Delta, and I missed out on both those. So I'm not going to miss out on Omicron. I'm going to find it wherever it is.
Lucky.
I'm going to find it.
Go lick some doorknobs at Jet Park and
break into MIQ and lick people.
Right. Okay, well, let's start 22 by going around the world with the agenda around the world. Right, there's a hell of a lot of cricket happening around the world at the moment. Real shitter. Black Caps New Year's Day Test match, Mount Maunganui shitter.
Yeah, what the hell happened there?
Yeah, I don't know, too much Christmas ham. Just came in a bit too cash, James McOnie, and got pumped by the bangers.
Look, the bangers just...
Got mashed by the bangers.
They got mashed by the bangers. I loved what the bangers brought to that occasion, but normally when you see Bangladesh on the calendar as a batsman, you're thinking, here we go. Yeah. Let's tuck in on the old bangers buffet. Let's just boost the averages. It's always quite classic if you look at a New Zealand batsman's double tons, and usually there's a couple of banger tons in there. Yeah. I think Stephen Fleming dined out on those bangers.
Love the bangers.
Love the bangers. and then they were just absolutely taken to school. But flip and reverse it, Missy Elliott styles, come back, and suddenly Tom Latham is threatening a triple ton.
Yeah, and do you think he would have? Do you think he regretted potentially his decision to kind of go for it and declare when he could have potentially got Brendan McCullum's 300?
What I liked is that it was kind of selfless. He started smashing it, he launched, didn't he? And he didn't care, wave your hands in the air. And that's where the ball ended up as well, in the air, didn't it?
Yeah,
and so he should have, to be honest, sometimes you just got to say, this is my chance to get a triple ton. I'm looking good at home. My baby boy's over there. Maybe you need to go and put him down for the old afternoon nap.
Yep.
But you would have gone for triple ton, surely.
Yeah, totally. I think, of course I would have. Of course I would have. I think maybe when he looks back on his career, maybe in 10 years' time, he'll look back and gone, fuck, maybe I should have gone for that fucking 300.
Yeah.
But anyway, because he had plenty of time. It was all over in 3 days. But who knew Ross Taylor had 2 test wickets?
Yeah, who knew?
Before he got his third.
What was his? I've seen him bowl before. He's just offies.
Yeah, just a.
Doesn't his average? Doesn't he end his test bowling average at 16 or something?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. One of New Zealand's greatest all rounders.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, the sample size is not as big as maybe Paddles' sample size, but what was it? 45 average.
Yeah,
and 16 for bowling. So that's pretty good, old Rossi. And how good? I mean. Was that planned? Is this WWE? Was that scripted? I mean, there's that. That can't happen.
Did he walk in through some dry ice with little tassels around his biceps and going, Bangladesh, for the last time, you come in here. This is my place, and I'm going to go out on top.
The only thing that would have made it better is if Tom Latham had dropped that.
Oh my God, they were hugging him. Tom Latham said it was the most pressure he's ever had because they were hugging and around. It
was already over
Taylor before he'd even caught it, and he actually had to do a bit of work to catch that. He was actually, but everyone was saying what a fitting end that was to Ross Taylor's Test career. And I think Paul Ford mentioned it on the BYC podcast. He goes, "No, it fucking wasn't. That's not a fitting end.
Yeah,
him getting a wicket, him slog sweeping one for 6 to win the game.
Him running out, the batsman at the other end in both innings, that would be more fitting.
Yeah, but getting a wicket, no one would have predicted that except Joe Jury.
Right.
Joe Jury, there was a suggestion on social media that Ross Taylor should have a bowl in his last test. And Joe Jury, a ACC webmaster, is often getting threatened with all sorts of... Often wrong and getting threatened with death by Indian cricket fans, retweeted it and said, Ross Taylor to get the last wicket.
Wow.
There you go.
Bloody
he predicted it.
Nostradamus.
He is the moon man.
Yeah.
What a turnaround from being mashed by the bangers in the first test to finishing the second one with novelty bowling.
Anyone would think those results were suspicious.
Yeah,
I guarantee if it was Pakistan, we'd all be going, oh yeah.
It's the equivalent of the retiring prop taking the last conversion, isn't it? Really,
yeah.
Of the
from
NRL.
the sideline.
Yeah, well, exactly, because it's a toughie. But no, nothing to do with Daryl. But with Ross not dining in, he didn't tuck it on the bangers. I really wanted him to. I wanted him to finish with maybe a nice big not out ton that would just take him over the 45,
It was almost
He's
there.
a bit full of Asher.
His first full couple of shots were smashed through the covers and then a classic cut shot. It was like, it's on. It's on. But that's not the last we see of him. I thought that was it. We was farewell. We'll never see him again. Yeah, he's going to be back for the Dutch Schmock and a Pancake series.
Yeah, well, that's an opportunity against the Dutch to get his ODI average up a little bit.
Yeah.
Schmock and a Pancake.
Yeah, put him in, open with him so he's got a lot of time.
Oh, yeah, totally. Just everyone will be fighting to open the batting.
Yeah.
And lovely Trenty. Lovely, beautiful, sweet Trenty getting 300 wickets, joining Vittori and Sir Paddles and the Sexy Camel. 300 test wickets.
And a pretty good average as well, lovely Trent. He's not pissing around. What is he? Probably around the 20...
No, I think he's kind of...
Something, 24, 27 maybe? I'll have to have a look at lovely Trenty because he is one of the guys who, when you think about it, he's gone through all these different incarnations. He was just totally a red ball guy. And just before the 2015 World Cup, we played all those games against Sri Lanka.
Yeah, and then holy shit.
He might actually be... We might use this guy.
He's
and then suddenly
bowler.
he's like, whoa! Trenty of the white ball, then he turned into the flamingo batting. He was quite a calm, not at all jittery batter to start with.
Yeah.
Then he started to sort of get ants in his pants and then need to dance. But all through the whole sort of thing, as a test bowler, he's just been money in the bank. I love lovely Trendy because you want a bowler who you just write down the name and you just worry about everything else later, and he's that guy.
I tell you, the Dylan Cleaver nerded out and tried to work out whether Tim Southey or Trent Boult can overtake Sir Richard's tally.
So, it's got to get into the 400s. Was that another 100 and...
Basically, the distinct lack of test matches that New Zealand plays means that Tim Southey and Trent Boult, going at their current average, will have to Jimmy Anderson it and be bowling at their same form up until the age of 38 or 39.
Oh, okay.
So it's, looking at someone like Trenty in his build, and even Southey, he's pretty injury free and
he's a little bit older than Trenty, isn't he? He's got a couple of years older.
But that's a long time.
Yeah,
like it sucks that we don't play as much test and a chance to do that.
Jameson's got the best chance.
Do you think?
Yeah, because he started off on almost like a ramp.
But he has a potty mouth.
But also he
said fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He said fuck.
Well, that's
and
disgusting.
He's had a demerit point, and he's one demerit point away from being banned.
By the way, lovely Trendy's average is 27, so it's pretty bloody good. Anything under 30 is like, ooh.
Hey, well, speaking of cricket, how about the complete redemption of Chris Cairns from pariah that no one even knew where he was to being the current superstar cricket columnist for the Herald?
Wow, what a comeback. What a comeback. If he hadn't
Louis Vincent, you're coming to work for us.
Yeah, I'm getting Louis on. I want Louis.
I reckon we get Lou for the ACC and we just go, Herald, we'll see you, Chris Keelan's
we'll raise you with Louis.
We'll raise you, Lou.
Yeah.
How's Tronya going?
Well, he's pretty dead.
Yeah, he can't
but
get
if
Hans
he'd
Conrier back.
survived,
Is he?
Could we get him back? If he's,
did they find his body?
I tell you what, if you're listening and you faked your death in that plane crash, then you come back. Chris Cairns is in the Herald. We'll have you on the commentary team.
Yeah.
Can I offer
we should have
a little bit? If we can get Hansi in there.
Hunting Hans.
That's it. Hansi's on the commentary team.
Who else is a disgraced cricketer?
Muhammad Azharuddin.
Come on in.
Come on, Muhammad. You're in.
Come on in.
Come in, Mo.
Do they sometimes give him a free pass? Do I see him at official engagements sometimes?
Muhammad Azharuddin? I don't know. Salim Malik. Warney, did you see Warney came out and talked about how Salim Malik asked him to his hotel room and said, hey, we need to win tomorrow. Our houses will get burnt down, blah, blah, blah. Plus, I'll give you $100,000.
Wow.
Classic Warney goes, get fucked, mate. We're going to beat you. And they lost.
Yeah.
I've been into Muhammad.
They lost.
Did the houses get burnt down?
No, Pakistan won.
Oh, Pakistan won.
So Australia lost.
Oh, right.
And Warney's like, I told him to get fucked. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
I've been into
I give you fuck. Get fucked. 150. 150, mate.
Yeah. Get fucked, mate.
So I've been into Muhammad Azharuddin's hotel room.
Have you?
Yes, I have. Sucked him off and got an exclusive. Yeah. So
I wasn't expecting that.
That's big.
Worth it.
I kind of was.
Worth it.
It was worth
he was
it.
doing his
To
ironing
completion.
because I went there and I wanted to interview Sachin Tendulkar, and then they were protecting him as a young teenager or whatever.
Yeah.
And they said you got to go down to talk to the team manager or some. And I walked in. It's actually Muhammad Azharuddin's room. He's doing the ironing. He's ironing. And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty impressive."
Closed or just?
He
undies?
He might have been topless. He was a good-looking man.
He's a good rig.
Yeah, good rig.
He wore a pouch necklace.
Yeah,
what was in his pouch?
I didn't go straight into. I went to the other pouch.
Okay.
I went
You emptied the other
downstairs pouch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
This is huge.
This is breaking news.
Anyway, in the end, I was able to interview Sachin Tendulkar as long as Azharuddin and Kapil Dev were standing side by side and pretty much answering every single question. Sachin said nothing. He was a teenager. Like, it was ridiculous how young he was in that team. It was like they kidnapped him.
He was 16, wasn't he, when he toured New Zealand?
Yeah. I think he was 16 when I interviewed him.
Imagine
maybe 17.
You got Kapil Dev and Muhammad Azharuddin. Firstly, Muhammad Azharuddin's taking backhanders like nobody's business. And then you got Kapil Dev, one of the greatest Indian all-rounders
He took
ever.
a front-hander from me as well.
Oh, did he? A reach around.
Struth.
And so poor old Sachin said nothing. But to fast forward to more relevance to what we're talking about today, I remember Sachin's last test innings, and he struggled to about 70-odd.
Yeah.
And I do remember that passing 50 was huge. It was the ovation of a century.
Yeah.
It was massive. And that's what we wanted for old Ross, didn't we? Just something to go, you know what?
It's still a chance, though.
Lingus, we can get the tongue out
Yeah.
against the Dutch. It's ideal.
Yeah, he needs to get the tongue out against the Dutch.
Yeah.
Get it out. Get it out.
Get on and give them a proper rud it. And what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Cheaters on the
Cheaters.
We're basically trying to trump the Herald, because the Herald have got Chris Cairns He had a
So
stroke.
so
He's
we're
learning to
going
walk.
We should get the Suicide Squad of commentary teams.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Like total hand grenades.
getting people out of prison to do it.
I
Total
reckon
hand
Lou would
grenades.
do it. I
Royden
think-
Hayes.
Lou's in the South Island, but his story to get here would be impressive anyway.
Getting Pullman on the Olympic commentary.
Simon Pullman. Yeah.
Simon Pullman in the Olympic commentary.
Was it Willie Hinchcliffe? Did he get done for something as well, the long jumper? But yeah, Simon Pullman's definitely got to be on the Suicide Squad
Yeah.
commentary.
Yeah, Louis Vincent, Muhammad Azharuddin, Salim Malik.
It would have been good if that All Black that went bush in Australia after some incident in Wales.
Keith Murdoch.
Murdoch. I know he passed away, but Murdoch would have been a
he
shoo-in
would
on
have
the
been
team
he would have been great.
if he hadn't. But he came out of the bush to die.
Yeah.
But the problem is we'd knock on this door and just look in to see what's going on, and Pullman's got the E's, the eckies out. Murdoch is just tearing everything down, like, and then Lou Vincent is taking phone calls, and we're like, Lou, no, just stop.
Stop answering the phone.
We told you that red phone doesn't work. You cannot phone anyone on that.
Hansi
fake red phone.
Cronje has been hiding in the mountains for 25 years. He's got a huge beard right down to his knees.
And Steve Smith is doing some DIY, basically prepping the wall for painting. Can you get rid of the sand? How much sandpaper have you got? Bloody ridiculous.
Yeah, the Suicide Commentary Squad.
Yeah,
it's
let's
on.
do it.
It's on.
Let's
It's
do it.
on.
We've got to do it because we can't have the hero going out there and recruiting Chris Cairns like
Yeah.
that. And
Well,
raising-
we missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
We're not going to miss another
No,
opportunity. We're not
no.
going to let another one go.
You can't take our guys.
No.
No.
Like, come on,
Yeah.
we'll
that.
watch Chris Cairns.
Fuck
It's like,
that.
what are you doing?
It's war. It's war.
Yeah.
Louis coming.
Yeah.
Lou's coming. Hey, so cricket galore. We've got the Ashes going on. Fucking hell, how bad are England? They celebrated that draw like a victory because they've avoided a 5-0 pants down thrashing.
Yeah.
But Usman Khawaja, he seems like one of the only 3 good cunts in the Australian team.
Cummins?
Cummins?
Cummins is a
He's
DC.
he's a GC.
Yeah.
Excellent. Although pretty ruthless on the not allowing not allowing the hat trick. Just
Oh,
calling
yeah.
it.
Just calling it.
Just calling it. Thanks, mate. Just calling
Who was on the hat trick?
what's his name?
Jack Leach.
Yeah, Leach.
Leach.
Leach
Oh,
was
right,
on the
yes.
hat trick. No,
Yeah,
let's-
that's a
let's-
real
come
a-hole
on,
move.
Come on.
Come on. No.
Come on.
Nah.
We're not giving you that.
And another cracking series, South Africa, India. Over in South Africa is shaping up as a bit of a ding-dong also. So it's crap load of cricket and the Big Bash.
Yeah.
Colin Munro owning the Big Bash. I think he's
Yeah.
second on the total runs
Well,
tally.
what
He
about-
did
what
great.
about-
He did fantastic last year as well. He just really everyone just pitching it up on the knee roll, leg
Yeah.
side knee
They
roll,
haven't
and it's
learned-
gone.
They haven't learned knee roll. Gone.
We know over here people got wise, but the Big Bash that's
Yeah.
a state secret. That leg side knee roll, it's gone.
What about the unsung Bracewell, the unfinished Bracewell? Michael
Mickey.
Bracewell scoring was
How many
130.
Bracewells? There's Bracewells just coming out of.
There's
There's so-
Melanie.
Mel Bracewell,
She's
yep.
got her own TV show
Show in
in
Australia.
So then you've got old John, the grave digger, who
Yep.
bowled and coached. for-
Brendan.
Brendan.
Speed Demon.
Be in the back, Brendan.
In the back.
Yep.
His son Doug.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dougie
Dougie,
Bracewell.
you party at a Doug's house.
Yeah.
And then
Don't bring your own parrot.
There's another Bracewell, isn't there?
Yeah, there's
Michael
another Bracewell.
and then
There's a dad of Michael who played, I think, first class cricket for Otago.
So I think the only Bracewell that didn't play cricket was Mel Bracewell's dad.
Yeah, Mel Bracewell's
Yeah,
dad. There's
yeah.
no interest in the game.
Yeah,
Out of those brothers.
See, Christmas is a bit awkward because everyone's talking cricket, and then
Yeah.
Mel Bracewell and her dad and
They're,
brothers.
they're more comedy
But
focused.
Mel
though.
Bracewell, their height. Imagine her, the lift she gets. Big
Yeah,
Carl Jameson
she's
like.
really
She's
zoned in
wicked.
on the netty though.
Yeah,
She
basketball.
she went basketball and bit of netty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nitty
yeah.
and comedy.
Yeah.
So yeah, Michael Bracewell, that innings, like he's been around the trap. I mean, not around the traps. He's been around for a while, 30 years old.
Yeah.
But when you score an innings that great,
See, 30 years old.
I think.
I don't know. But
Jesus,
what do you get, 130 odd?
Yeah.
And about he
Like
got-
just smashing it. I know it's a small ground in Pukekura Park, but they were exocet missiles because there's a beautiful kind of like.
it's a firing squad.
Yeah, because everybody is sitting in these lovely little leafy, or it's like a grass embankment, but it's terraces, and the ball's just coming straight
11
at them.
sixes and 11 fours he
I
hit.
tell you what, I went down to on Wednesday, I think it was. I went down and watched a bit of Ford Trophy at Eden Park Outer Oval,
Oh.
and geez, we live in a really bizarre world where there's absolutely no one there, and you've got the minute piece, Colin de Grandhomme, just smashing it round. You've got Lockie Ferguson steaming in with the 69 on his shirt, bowling at 150 kilometres an hour at sort of journeyman first-class cricketers. And you got Gary from Guess Who, bowling a few. It's like there's superstars all over the shot.
And there's like 9 people watching.
There's 9 people. What was funny, we were going into the ground, and I was going in with my mate Joseph, and he goes, not our Joseph, another Joseph.
You cheating on Joseph?
Yeah, with another Joseph. But we were going in, and they were checking our bags, and
what the fuck?
And the guy said, Joseph said before he went in, he goes, just so you know, you're going to find a lot of beers in my bag just before you check. And the guy goes, we've still got to check. And then he checked, and there was all the beers, and he goes,
inverse Jedi mind trick.
Well, you can't, but also you can't buy beers there.
No.
Because they don't,
unless
up.
the Bert Sutcliffe's open.
Yeah, and if Bert's not open,
if
Bert doesn't open his legs, then...
But seriously, I'm watching the minute piece just smash the biggest sixes on the MCG.
Yeah.
and I'm like, this is great. I mean, this is incredible. You got Lockie Ferguson bowling 150 kilometres an hour.
How fast is he bowling? He's bowling so fast.
Bowling's to the minute piece. I'm like, this is great.
Number 2, was
yeah.
it? Oh,
yeah.
beauty.
Ford Trophy, Northern Districts v Auckland.
Who else is bowling for Auckland?
There
was Somerville. He was bowling in concert with
there's that spinner, there's that leg spinner they've got, who's pretty handy for Auckland. I saw him in a Super Smash in Wellington.
Yeah, I was only down for the ubiquities of the game. Once the spicy habanero was out and de Grandhomme was out, they were on the way out, Northern Districts.
So Michael Bracewell is 30. Not only that, he's turning 31 in February, and his average is, for first class, 33, for one day is provincial, 33, and then for T20, 30. So he's bloody consistent across those. What do we do with this Bracewell? Do we elevate him and say, you're a Bracewell, get up there?
Get in there.
Well, this is the thing. The Dutch, the Schmock and a Pancake series.
It's perfect for a Bracewell.
I think they'll play a B team. They'll play a development team. You can't be rolling out like they'll put people like Michael Bracewell in. They'll put some junior players in. You can't be
Finn.
Yep. Van Allen hit a fucking massive six. He hit it onto the road at Basin Reserve, which was quite a significant hit, and not straight either, because usually the sixes go straight on the road. It was square, so it's over the hill and basically down Victoria Tunnel. It was a significant hit. Hey, going around the world with the agendas. A-hole of the week. Thoughts on Novak Djokovic?
See, do you know, I'm moved to a new phase of this whole situation. I don't give a shit if anyone's vaccinated or not vaccinated.
Nah.
I'm vaccinated. My family's vaccinated. Everyone just getting really filthily angry because someone hasn't had some medical procedure. Who gives a shit? I mean, he's a dick. He's a dick for a lot other reasons than that. But the whole world going frickin' mental because someone hasn't had a couple of jabs. It's like, as soon as Aaron Rodgers, who I love, he went through with lying to the Packers about saying he was immunised. I'm like, I'm not going to be angry at Aaron Rodgers because I love him. He's the greatest. Obviously, Tom Brady's the greatest, but I love him, so I'm not angry at him. I'm just sick of the new fucking thing comes up. We hate some fucking DJ because he had 78 tests but not 79, or who gives a shit? Djokovic.
Terrible name though, DJ Dementia or whatever.
Yeah, what his name? DJ Omicron, whatever. I reckon in 2022, let's move on to a new thing where we just don't get all fucking.
Well, we need something new to hate, though. We need something new to hate. I'm the same with you.
We're too Twitter. The whole world's becoming Twitter. No one actually gives a shit if anyone. I mean, if you're not vaccinated, then that's your own stupid fucking fault. I don't give a shit. I'm vaccinated. I'm about to have my third. Kids are vaccinated. Everyone I fucking know is vaccinated. I don't give a shit about Djokovic. Like, let's not pretend we really care.
Do you know what though? If he plays, I think we're going to see some fireworks, which I'm looking forward to, because we'll see some fireworks outside the ground, because you're going to have Serbs and Croats going at it outside the ground, because they're always looking for an excuse for a fight.
Fights at the tennis.
Yeah.
Even though I totally appreciate what Matt Heath just said just then, can we maybe for the Agenda podcast say whichever rant seems the most worthy for News Talk ZB, you have to phone News Talk ZB with that rant because I loved every second of that, and it just felt like it needed to be on talk radio as well.
Well, but my views on all that kind of stuff comes from the position of love. I'm just sick of everyone being angry at each other.
Totally.
We're all. It's all good. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be all right.
You might if you say fuck.
I'm not angry at anyone. I need to develop an enemy for me to fully succeed in a News Talk ZB. I need to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We need something else.
I need to be having to go at Clark on the situation.
Fuck that guy.
So it's like we need to love everyone, and it's. Let's stop the anger. But fuck Clark and something to do with the pharmacy. I don't know what happened there.
He
tried to get some condoms.
He
tried to get some condoms from a pharmacy. They said, no, you're a virgin. You never had sex. And then they got him on a speakerphone, and he said he's not a virgin. I need some condoms. And Jacinda said, yes, he's had sex with me because we've got a baby. It was like something like that.
Yeah. There was something like that. Yeah,
I think
he was on the record basically having a bit of a laugh. Oh yeah, that's right. DJ Dimension. Well, that was his thing. Did he say? Let's say.
No, I don't know what it was.
Who knows?
I don't know.
There was some.
Are we angry?
Okay, the only people that allowed those rats or whatever they call them. I love how they're called rats now.
Yeah.
Rapid antigens are people who are unvaccinated who want to travel and need to get them quickly. Apparently. So he tried to get an exemption for his DJ, mate.
So before we
COVID, goddamn COVID. Go back to condoms.
From Novak's Djokovic.
Yeah.
He is the reason why he's been allowed to play is because basically money and drama. Because in Australia they love drama, and they run towards it, and they go, this guy could be a bit of a problem. And they go, let's get him in.
It'd be so good if he plays.
Yeah, it'd be so good.
Because
in the end,
half the crowd will be booing.
Yes.
There'll be people punching each other. There'll be like it'll be
flares.
There'll be like tear gas out the side of the cricket. And it'll all be on. Bring it on, mate.
And the Australians are going, we need this because if we want anyone to be talking about our event, because imagine at the moment, no one's really ready for
what they do.
tennis.
Well, look what they've done with Test cricket. Test cricket for the longest time was this calm sort of village green thing until the Australians get hold of it, and then every Ashes is the most contentious freaking
cheating.
thing ever. And India, when India comes to Australia, it's like the most tumultuous thing. They love village green sports being elevated to riots, basically, and they will push. They will push tennis.
And that's why he got in, because the Australian Open said, we need this drama. We need our sport to be leading the news around the world. This is the only time it's going to happen. And Djokovic also, if he's hated and reviled by everyone else, imagine all the other, gnashing of teeth and people being pissed off and stuff like that. And they'll say, we'll take that. We'll take that. And also it's partly legacy as well. He's going for, the record, the outright record. And Australia want it to happen on their turf. Imagine them waiting and seeing the frickin' French Open getting that pleasure. It's like, no, it's got to be decided in Australia. We want that, because are they all equal on 20 at the moment? I don't know. It's something fucking ridiculous. So, anyway. Australia love drama.
What we need is on a button bar, we need Jason Hoyt when he is calling Police 10-7, then drama. So we just need that on button bar, because it's going to happen. There's going to be fights outside. I can remember there being fights outside the Melbourne Open about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
there was something, I think it was a game between a Croat and a Serb.
Yeah, right.
And they love flares. They love like letting flares off.
Have you ever played footy against Croatians? Fiery.
Yeah.
Fiery.
Skillful.
I went so skillful.
It's ridiculously good.
But the way New Zealanders play football.
Line defence and kick it as far as you can.
Yeah. Just kick,
Like that play, it's a different language, eh?
It's a different language.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Because Brits are bad enough when you play Brits. Donkey, you get off the loose. I'm open. Whereas Kiwis like, I'm open. And then we're
Give me the ball and I'll just run as far as I can.
What are you doing using the midfield? No, you just boot it as far as you can.
Yeah.
And hope. Keep it out of your... But Croats.
So
we used to play in this international league down... And we used to play in this international league, and there was a Croatian team, and boy, they were fiery. Fiery. Great attack.
Update on the tennis: Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic all on 20, and again Australia going. It's going to be decided at our house, and we want protests, and we want the tear gas, and we want those flares that they have at the Red Star Belgrade games.
Yeah.
Maybe we could sell them outside the stadium, because forget the glow stick. You don't need a glow stick.
What about
the proper flares?
Do you know what would be fucking good? It's someone that vaccinates them with a blow pipe. Like a like from the crowd, and like a tranquilizer dart goes in. It's like Djokovic is like, no, I've been vaccinated.
And the Australian organisers go, sacked him. We got that guy from Papua New Guinea. You're gone.
Papua New Guinea's not that far from us.
Exactly. We know where to find these people. Blow dart.
Turns out
champion.
that guy's coming and they've got put him through their MIQ and he isn't vaccinated. There'll be another the Papua New Guinean blow dart expert that they've got into vaccinated.
How did they get him? Well, he was good. He was actually in line to play State of Origin, but
a better way to do it is like Djokovic goes to sit on his seat on the sideline. He jumps up like he's sat on a tack. It's like, oh, the bastards! They put a vaccination needle. And he goes, that's one. And then he walks over to serve, and another one hits in the arm.
God damn it.
Double vaxxed arsehole.
done. Vaccinated by a rogue ball boy, sort of running out there, and it's like, God, gotcha, got him, vexed him, he's gone,
He's vaxed him.
Off you go, piss off. You go on the ball boy. You watch the replay here. The little ball boy comes up, he's handing a ball, but then he reaches out, stabs him.
He's vaxed him.
What a play from the ball boy.
Yeah, okay, last one on the Around the World agenda is old Woody, Chris Woody. Speaking of football.
Why is this bad? Why is everyone angry about this? What?
No one's angry, are they? He's going to Newcastle.
I just saw some headline that said
Saudi money.
Oh, someone said 58 reasons why Chris Wood signing this is bad for the world or something.
Saudi money.
Oh.
How's Saudi money different from the UAE money that props up Man City?
It's not driven to the airport by women.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Is it?
Isn't that Libyan money? Didn't Gaddafi have his team of Amazonian?
Oh, yes, his bodyguards.
Yeah. He still ended up sodomized on the front of a Hilux, didn't he?
Yeah.
In the end of Gaddafi.
That's how it all ends for everybody else.
But isn't that like that's a rite of passage, isn't it? Today is sodomized on the Hilux Day.
Yeah.
We welcome
to
with an anti-aircraft gun on the back.
Apparently, it sounds good.
Mike Lane is here. Gaddafi and Simon Pullman. Today you all get sodomized.
Yeah, well, there's happy sodomized on the bonnet of a Hilux, and then there's the
consent,
the end of a dictator kind of sodomized on a Hilux. Not.
It was unhappy.
It was an unhappy sodomization.
So the Newcastle fans celebrated the change of ownership to Saudi money with great joy. Because they saw that, and because they see people like Man City and what's happened to Man City in the last 10 to 15 years after Sheikh Mansour bought them from Abu Dhabi, and they've just gone straight to the top. So they were running around, probably on the margins of a little bit of cultural insensitivity, running around with tea towels on their head, celebrating outside.
So that's not the owners, that's the fans.
Yes, the fans.
Yeah, so you said the Newcastle owners were running around.
The fans. Yeah. And it was a bit, but they were celebrating it, and Chris Wood's benefited because he's gone from Burnley to Newcastle. It's a transfer fare of 50 mil.
Give him a chase to Kiwi.
Totally.
Give him a taste. He has been. This is total vindication for how good he is, the quality of him. Playing for Burnley, you're always battling relegation. You start the season, you go, okay, guys, how do we stay in this league? Because we are totally screwed. Chris, can you score 15 goals? Oh, I'll give it a nudge. But now for the kid from the Tron or Cambridge, he's Waikato Mulu all day, going and being the highest paid motherfucker who's with a round ball, because I think he would overtake Stephen Adams or something with a deal like this. Maybe. I know Stephen Adams gets paid a lot.
He's 30 though. Some saying he's in his twilight, so good money for a 30-year-old striker, but good on him.
Maybe he's not in Stephen Adams' league. I think Stephen Adams got some guaranteed deal that's ridiculous. But it's pretty awesome though. And he's going to be the sort of, the spearhead of a team that's on the rise, which is pretty cool.
And we'd be remiss to mention wild card weekend in the NFL. Oh, my beloved Rams up against the Cardinals. Matthew Stafford shitting the bed.
I have tried hard to get into NFL. I've tried. When I say hard, I've kind of sat down and watched a little bit of it. Admittedly, I love the coverage. I love all the shit that goes on before and after, but I still don't really understand the game.
Yeah, the game's so simple. You just got to get 10 yards and 4 downs.
I know. For me, it takes about 20 minutes for them to move 2 or 3 meters, and I'm I'm more enjoying the ads and the sideline commentary and the coaches are so much more animated.
Yeah.
And got so much more personality than any other sport.
Well,
but I like that.
One of the great things about NFL and the coaching staff and everyone standing on the sideline is, regularly someone just gets slammed into about 25 people on the sideline.
So many. Like, Jarvo could get on there, no worries. I'm sure Jarvo
could do a job, actually, I think, in the NFL.
Because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
And he would look like he'd fit in because there's a few big rigs.
Yeah, there's a few big rigs. The cool thing is it starts on Sunday, which is Father's Day. And so you got Raiders, Bengals, Patriots against the Bills. It's juicy.
It's so juicy.
I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest. Okay?
Every game counts.
I'm middle New Zealand here. I'm trying.
Game counts,
I'm failing.
Every game counts in the regular season. That's the great thing about NFL. And then you get into the postseason. Oh my God.
The only game that looks like a slight dud is the Steelers going to the Chiefs. Apparently, they should get absolutely
Chiefs.
Rossberg.
Now you're talking the Chiefs.
But yeah, you got Ben Roethlisberger.
You got Big Ben. Big fat old Ben can't move anymore. Stuck in the pocket, getting sacked.
Just gunslinging.
I can't believe he got in. He had that huge celebration for the end of everything. He's going to have his third celebration.
And he's like, do I have to go? Oh, God, I've got to go to Kansas
He goes, well, I'm
City.
definitely not going to lose any weight to play this game.
There's also Tom Brady, because you know about Tom Brady.
I know Tom Brady, yeah.
So Tom Brady has to play the Eagles, who have been shite, but they've got everybody hurts.
Michael Stipe.
Yeah, he's playing quarterback for the Michael
He's going to get broken in half, Stipe.
Stipe plays, and then Jalen Hurts comes out and goes, hey, thanks for the introduction, mate. It's my time. So that is a bit of intrigue.
But you've got obviously the Packers aren't playing this round because they go straight through. But then you got Aaron Rodgers. Woo. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers on fire.
Okay, let's go to McOnie Road Studios.
Oh shit!
So we've got a couple. You've got a contender for McOnie Road Studios, Matt Heath?
Because I'll go first because James has actually composed a song. But you know the movie The Last Boy Scout, right? It's a fantastic. It's the best movie. The premise of this movie. It's Bruce Willis, and the premise of the movie is there's a NFL football game, and it's all about the corruption in football. And this running back just pulls out a gun.
Oh yes, I remember.
And shoots his way to a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then puts the ball down and goes, "Ain't life a bitch?" But anyway, there's a song in it because, in American football, they don't play on Friday because that's for the high schools, right? Yeah. And so as a demonstration of how much of a sellout it was, and this is the whole point of this 90s movie is about how American football's selling out, they had a Friday night, they were celebrating Friday night games. So anyway, the LA Stallions is the fictional team in it. But anyway, we're doing Friday Night Footy, aren't we?
We are. Super Rugby.
So this makes no sense, the song. It was just an invented song for the movie to take
perfect.
the piss out of Friday Night Footy. So here we go. This is going to be the theme for our Friday Night Football coverage for the Super Rugby.
Yeah! Night!
Bill Medley.
Night!
Night's a great night for football. You got to watch The Last Boy Scout again. It's well worth a visit.
Oh, because that starts fairly soon. That starts mid-February. That's only a month away. The start
Friday night's a great night for football.
God knows what's going to happen with it, though. Are we going to get Omicron on that, and we're going to go back to what we did last year?
Nah.
Oh, mate, I'm getting south of the border. I'm going, fuck that shit.
Up the guts.
So yes, McOnie Road Studios. Of course, as you know, all I've been doing in the holidays has been hanging out in the Waikato, looking at cows and just thinking about the Chiefs.
They're hot cows, aren't they?
Oh, beautiful
With
cows.
the beautiful
It's
eyes.
so humid.
Beautiful eyes.
All the lashes.
Just the
Small little
lovely-
titties.
The cum hither eyes.
Bit of a tan on that jersey.
They have the jerseys got small little titties too.
Multiple-
The Frisians have just got big sloppy titties.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And-
Nipples,
and-
sorry,
and
not titties.
More nipples than I've got.
Yep.
So
Not as hot though.
No.
While I was there, I was just thinking, hey, maybe there is a song that needs to be sung at Chiefs game, and maybe Chiefs games, and maybe you can join in, and I think you'll know the song. It's California Dreaming. If you could do the echo bit, I'd appreciate it.
Yep.
Ready? Anton Leonard Brown.
Leonard Brown.
Passes to Sam Cane.
Passes to Sam Cane.
Guzzler is quite tall.
Guzzler is quite tall.
And Josh Lord's the same.
And Josh Lord's the same.
Brad Weber is short.
Brad Weber is short.
And he is a DJ.
And he is a DJ. Now we're getting there.
So a cooler running.
So a cooler running.
On a winter's day.
On a winter's day. Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
There we go. There
Yeah,
we go.
I love you. The Chiefs ones, you really bring them out for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you see
Do
what
you
I
think the
found?
crowd would actually have the patience to learn that song? That's the thing.
Absolutely.
I think it's
mean,
got to go.
What are the other things that have sort of
Moo,
caught on?
loo, ole, ole, ole.
And,
Hey guys, we need 3. You know how you're good with those that one lyric?
There was a chainsaw at one point.
Oh yeah, yeah. With a possum on his head.
Yeah, that was quite complex. A chainsaw on a
That's
cherry
right.
picker.
We're asking too much of
Yeah,
these
we are a
Chiefs
little
fans.
bit. Yeah,
It's too
but
much.
did you see what I found in my I'm moving
Can you
house?
imagine them looking at going, this is bloody, we're back in
Who's-
church, this
yeah.
is shit.
Who's doing the harmony? I'm
You're
not.
going to come in quicker with that. All the Leaves of Brown comes in, you got Anton Leonard Brown, Brown.
Did you see I found that Eyes Wide Shut mask from the 1992
Yes.
NPC final? I was emptying out my garage.
I said I'd pay you $500 for it, by the way.
Did you? Would you? Jesus, really? Okay, it's all yours. But
That's so good.
But I found so many things. I can't believe I kept my ticket from the 1992 World Cup semi-final versus Pakistan at Eden Park.
I was
And
there.
the terraces, I got that as well, and I found that, and then I had the New Zealand South Africa ticket from that same World Cup.
Have you got? Were you the person that stole Martin Crowe's notes on the bolt?
On the back of the Weet-Bix packet that you gave to John Wright.
Did John Wright lost?
Fuck, that was. I can still clearly remember that. How angry the crowd were at losing that. Yeah. So there's the
$500.
there's the mask. It's an eyes wide shut kind of Mexican
Yeah,
mask.
weird.
It's got kind of a bird. It's kind of terrifying.
And
That's
it's
so
from the
terrifying.
1992 NPC final, which Waikato won 40-5. That's when Richard Lowe removed the eyeball of Greg Cooper.
That was part of the tactic. That was written down.
Yeah.
But he tried to write the tactics down.
Now
with
there's
Greg
someone
Cooper's
that you
eyes.
can point at and go big nose.
Oh, Richard Lowe. He should be on the commentary team.
Yeah.
Oh, we can bring Lowy in easy.
Yeah.
In fact, I tried to phone him for what show
the
was
New
it?
Year's
Was
Eve
it
show.
a New Year's Eve show? And he replied about 3 hours later. He
Yeah.
must have had a big one on New Year's Eve.
Lowy.
I think he has got a
Lowy.
big one actually.
Lowe.
Lowy.
Yeah, so I found some real treasures, and I've also worked out that I've been the curse since 1992 in World Cup one-day finals.
You got to stop going.
Yeah, so I've been to that semi-final. I've been to a final.
Oh yeah, you're
I
a
booked a final
disaster.
in West Indies,
You're a
which we
nightmare.
lost against Sri Lanka. England at Lords, Melbourne. It's a real shitter.
Yeah.
Oh, I was at that Pakistan semi-final. I think I had a sign that said Salman Rushdie fan club because he was in trouble for his book, The Satanic Verses.
He had a fatwa on him.
Yeah, they had a fatwa on him, and so I thought it was quite amusing at the time. But a lot of Pakistani fans were pointing their umbrellas and looking to attack us at that point.
Oh yeah.
But I thought, hey, it's just a bit of a laugh.
Oh,
If,
yeah.
fatwa on
If you can't
someone-
laugh at themselves, who are they going to laugh
It's
at?
just a book.
Yeah.
It's just a book. But then, it was one of those ones where you just went, okay, this might escalate. But they were so happy they'd won that they just pretty much forgot about the sign. And we
Yeah.
were like, what the hell, Inzamam? This is
Inzamam, they
ridiculous.
fucked us.
He made it look so easy as well.
Ah.
He almost changed one-day cricket then. It's like the launching at the end of the innings.
Yeah.
It's like just Inzamam it because it just changes everything.
Because they required a run a ball, and back then it was like,
Well, yeah, gone. More than that. It was about 8 or 9 and over.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Anyway.
Far out. Anyway.
Fuck that. And then the team walked around and did a lap of honour, and poor Rod Latham was in tears.
Yeah, Rod.
Yeah, Rod Latham.
Black Clash.
Black Clash.
We would have won that final, by the way.
We're doing the Black Clash. When's that? Next Saturday?
It's the
This
20
Saturday? Next Saturday.
Next Saturday, the 22nd, from Tauranga,
Shit.
from the Mount. So
I better get my ass back from Queenstown in time for that.
you better on the
yeah.
22nd.
Yeah.
But we leave on the Friday because we've got a game on the Friday versus
we?
the November 11.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, so
Shit.
redemption there. You'd like what I've got new ACC one-day kit.
Wow.
I've modelled them on the Zimbabwean 1992 World Cup, so they're
Bright red.
full red
Yeah.
with black and white on the shoulders and
Yeah.
ACC across the front.
Oh,
So
nice.
we're formalised. We've got the full
Right.
kit. We've got all the gear.
Is
and-
Mike Minogue going to play?
yes.
Because he is the most abusive of players in the world, and yet he's blind in one eye. So
he's going to get
so the night before, like, it might just be good to sim rein his ego in a bit. The way he laid into Mark Ellis last year.
Well, there's a few rugby players that are going to use this game as a warm-up for the next day.
Who we got there?
I think maybe even Richie might come along because a few of them haven't played.
Rito?
So, Rito might, because it's a like quick T20.
Oh, he
last
had a
man
ACC
stands.
game before.
On the Friday night.
On the
but
Friday night.
The game's on the Saturday night. This is what's dangerous about this Black Clash is it's on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And usually it's before and after One News.
Yeah.
So a lot of the players come in on the Friday morning. A few of them come in on the Thursday and go to a sponsors function and get ripped up. But this one is a Friday night at the Mount. And then they've got all day, and it kicks off at 7 p.m.
Oh.
so there is going to be.
Well, last year I understand the cricketers had a tricky plan to try and give shots to the rugby players the night before.
Yeah.
But the rugby players turned them down, and then the cricket players got embroiled in their own shots and scored a massive own goal by getting completely and utterly freaking steamed on their supply to attack the rugby players.
It looks like a good...
Because the rugby players, a lot of them are younger and more professional.
Yes. So Geordie's back in there, yeah. Callum Boucher's back playing. He's a good player.
He's a good player.
Boucher.
Jock. Jock.
Callum Boucher,
McKenzie.
captain
Jock
of New Zealand
McKenzie.
under-19.
Is Junior Anu playing again?
Yeah, you can't call him junior because he's
He's
senior Tonu now.
Is he?
He's not a junior anymore.
Is he right? Because
It's controversial.
I love his innovations behind the stumps.
Oh.
The body keeper.
He does the crucifix every now and then. He just puts everything out and just lets it hit him.
Yeah.
But there's some good players in there this year. Both Brendan McCullum and Nathan McCullum. Brendan's playing for the rugby team, controversially again.
Oh yeah.
And Tom Walsh is playing for the cricket team. He's their wild card.
Well, did you see in the Olympics when he was warming up before he was throwing the shot
He
put?
did the cover drive.
Yeah, he was warming up with cover drives.
Yeah, because
that was his entrance
Yes,
thing. Like
yeah.
they do it like wrestlers, and he did the old
Yeah.
cover drive. So Brendan on there, is Richie McCaw playing? Because
Yes.
Brendan loves to get close to Richie.
Yeah.
Hey, that's part of it.
Yeah.
He fanboys for Richie, doesn't he?
Richie's playing.
Yeah.
Kieran Reid's playing. Izzy Dagg's playing.
Is Stephen Fleming going to attempt to front up again?
I think he should stick to management.
Yeah.
I just think
I don't want to get all Mike Minogue and question the cricketing ability from the point of view of being completely useless. But what I will say is Stephen Fleming seems a little bit behind on his shots.
Let me bring up the teams.
I think Stephen Fleming understands social, unlike some of the other sports people who seem to go a little bit Harry hard out. I think that he's full in social mode, isn't he?
Yeah,
Stephen
team cricket is Fleming.
It's not a social game, mate.
Fleming,
it's deadly
Vittori,
serious.
Shane Bond for the first time. So Shane Bond's in.
Yeah.
BJ Watling. So who's going to keep? Because it's got BJ Watling and Adam Perori.
Who wants to face Shane Bond?
Yeah.
But how smooth was Adam Perori on the gloves?
Yeah, Jacob Oram, Nathan McCullum, Kyle Mills is back to get fucking hammered again. Hamish Marshall, Grant Elliott, and Tom Walsh is their wild card.
Speaking of getting hammered again,
That's
Grant Elliott.
Oh,
Jesus, he got
Watch
smoked on the doubly wobbly over last year.
he did. The doubly wobbly's back too.
Is
It
the doubly
back.
wobbly back? Have we got Vittori?
Yeah, Vittori's playing.
Vittori did just win the game
Yes.
for the cricket team
And
in the last couple of overs.
Here's Team Rugby. Kieran Reid and Jason Spice are co-captains.
Yep.
Very
Spicy.
green party of them. Richie McCaw, Geordie Barrett, Will Jordan again, Callum Boucher, Afisa Tonu'u, Jock McKenzie, Ruben Love, Harry Plummer, Brendan McCullum, wildcard Anton Devisic. So there you go. Not a bad team. Not a bad team.
Jock McKenzie, is that Ball's son from over Westlake Boys?
Yeah,
Jock, who plays club rugby
Yes.
for Grammar.
And he played New Zealand secondary schools cricket as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's a good player. He
He
played
is
last
good.
time. He played last year.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He's really making a name for
He was
himself as the
absolute-
Black Clash.
He was
what is
crapping himself
Is
last
2
year.
metre Peter back?
I think 2 metre Peter's been dropped after scoring.
2 metre Peter smashed.
He's been replaced by 2 metre Oram.
Didn't he smash Bashir for like about 1,000?
Oh my God, that was it was
It
brutal.
was 5 6s and a 4,
It
wasn't
was
it?
brutal.
Can you go back to the rugby scene?
There you go. There you go.
Look, from the I know that they're missing a couple of guys who I think could do a job for them. I think Leo McDonald is a sneaky good cricketer.
Yeah.
And well, you've got your Boucher, but I think
Bowden's
I
not-
think any Boucher is bloody good.
Bowden's not playing either. I love seeing Bowden bat, left-handed, smashing Kyle Mills for sixes.
Yeah.
But he's not playing. It's just Geordie in there from the Barrett family.
Eye sockets is good. Yeah, you've got it's not bad. Colin Burke, sneaky good cricketer as well from the ex-Chiefs mana.
Yeah, yeah.
Lawnmower man.
Yep.
It's probably not big enough name, although you got Jock McKenzie in there, so...
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Where's the Suicide Squad? Where's Hansi Cronje?
Yeah, where's Lou Vincent?
Where's fucking Lou Vincent? Let's get the
Where's the
Suicide Squad.
disgrace people?
Yeah.
Richard Lowe. When Richard Lowe playing for Team Rugby.
Oh
my God.
Keeping and just all of a sudden
The elbow.
someone's in it.
He's just crushing people's noses.
An elbow to the back of the head between overs.
The batsman's on the ground.
He's just
What's
beating
happened to him? If we go to the replay, it looks like
He
Richard
slid
Lowe.
in, he dived in to get there, and then Richard Lowe's coming with the elbow about 5 minutes later.
just
He
pounding
can't seem to actually face the delivery. He's wandering around. He's actually facing the pavilion over to the other side, because that would be the issue. If Richard Lowe knocked out every batsman in the cricket team, it would be quite interesting to see the last man standing. To know.
he would knock...
Because he'd choke a few people out as well.
He would easily knock every single member of that cricket team. He
The
would knock
dainty
out.
little cricket
Like
team.
Fleming, easy. Vittoria would snap his neck in a flash. Bond, maybe not. BJ Watling, yes. Oram would snap. Perori, he would just run for the hills. Nathan McCullum might get... He's got a neck that's...
Yeah.
He's a bit of a
I
Komodo
think
dragon.
McCullum and who is else? And Bond might survive.
Yeah.
They'll be the
Cole-
only two left standing.
Cole Mills would snap. Hamish Marshall would get his Lafro snapped off. And Grant Elliott, he's called the hairy javelin for a reason.
That'll be a throat rip.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
MacGruber.
Just-
How
They'd
good is
rip it.
how good is the MacGruber TV series?
I shouldn't be promoting it because is it TVNZ on demand, but
Yeah.
holy crap. You got to watch the movie first. Don't come at me with your MacGruber TV series.
But there is the song that explains the movie. That fucking asshole Vincent
Cunt. And how good is the song by Kirsten Wiig in the MacGruber TV series? I've watched that about 10, 15 times.
The rhyming. You got to get how many rhymes?
How many rhymes can you get? It's all about Anthony doesn't rhyme.
I'll just say this to you. When the star of a TV series first line is, "I like things in my butt," you got to watch the show. Mike, it's the greatest thing I know.
I'm missing out.
Have you seen MacGruber?
I've got something to look forward to.
It's TVNZ on demand. I like things in my butt.